Hey everybody, this is Sid Hameed with Brick Farm Properties and Construction. How you guys doing today? And listen, really quickly, we're doing a podcast and we're bringing on CEOs and entrepreneurs to our platform to share successes and share just their experiences. And here's some of the questions that I've been asked in the different podcasts that I've been on, and the different interviews that I've done, and the different events that I've been at. So the next question is, what's the most important thing you've learned in life, right? What is the most important thing I have learned in life, right? So for me, I would have to say is at the age that I'm at today in my 50s, for me is the ability to have a solid team, right? So you have to have a solid team around you because you cannot run a business by yourself. Okay, you have to have a support staff, you have to have management, you have to have directors, you have to have people helping you grow the business and scale the business. And then you have to hire the people carefully. You can't just hire random people. The interview process for any business is very important. So that was another thing that I learned over time, making mistakes and stuff, hiring the wrong people, just hiring them too quickly, hiring family members and friends. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Right. I was looking at my budget at that moment. I was looking at what I could afford. I was just trying to get as much help as I can as the business was growing. Right. So one of the things that I could share with you is that you know hiring process and hiring the right people is important, and you have to take your time. And what we do with our process is, we post a job very carefully with the right content, the right headlines, and we're very specific in terms of who we are looking for and what the skill sets they need to bring. And then what we do is we collect the resumes, they come in, we go through them, and then within our description, when we do our advertisement, we make some notations such as, hey, your resume needs to be sent in on a 12.2 font, and your resume needs to be in this particular format, and your resume needs to be signed and dated. So we give them certain directions inside of the job posting because we want to see which people are paying attention. So we want people that are paying attention, they're reading things carefully, and they're following instructions. So if they cannot follow simple instructions from the very beginning, then therefore that's an indicator that, hey, this person is somebody we may not want because they're not following the instructions that were provided inside of the posting to hire the job posting. Okay, so these are the things that I've learned over the years of being in business. So once again, what's the most important thing I've learned in life is, surround myself around the right people, hire the right people, build a strong team, create a very solid environment, and have inner peace, have faith, have belief, and then read. I read a lot of books. I pay attention. This is one of my favorite books. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big, and I have this on audio. I have it in the book format, and so I read it. And then what I do is I go through the books, and then I underline stuff, and you know I tend to read this on a regular basis because every time I read it, it gives me a different insight. The Master of the Rockefeller's Habits, right? This is another book that I read, and it talks about the principles and the concept within this book on how to grow and scale business and the habits that you need to be able to grow and to scale. So again, reading, paying attention. I also have, this is another famous old book, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, Powerful Lessons, Personal Change. So this is another book that it's an older book. It came out many years ago, but again, reading, paying attention, listening to other successful people, watching, and then going back to your business and implementing. You have to implement, you have to take action. It's one thing if you learn all this stuff and you never implement it, therefore you'll never get the results. So you have to take action in order for you to get results. Okay. Again, these are the things I have experienced over my life. So I hope this makes sense. Again, this is Sid Hameed. Usually, I'm just talking. I don't typically have a script. I just have a few questions that I just keep. I'm just talking based on life experiences. So hopefully this is helpful. And reach out to us. Go to our LinkedIn page. Go to our social media, and we will be inviting people to the podcast. And if you're interested in coming on the podcast as a CEO, entrepreneur, business owner, send us a link on LinkedIn, and then we will add you to a calendar that we have. And then send us your resume, your bio, and we'll send you a form. It's a little process. And then we will basically schedule you for the interview on the podcast. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you gained something from this particular short clip. And we'll talk soon. Sid Hameed with Breakfront Properties and Construction. Take care. Have a lovely day. Talk